y'all, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Couch Talks with Skotty. This episode is going to be about the ins and outs of friendships. I have one of my very best friends with me here, Taylor. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on all of my social media. And thanks again for tuning in. Hey y'all, so we are discussing friendship, the ins and outs of friendship today. What do you think is like a loyal friend? What do you think is the definition of a loyal friend?
I think the definition of a loyal friend is someone who's honest to you, someone who's always there for you, someone who always has your back even when they're not in front of you, someone who genuinely cares about you, genuinely wants to be there for you. They have people who, you know, that say they're your friends and don't genuinely want to be there. They're like, oh, they feel obligated to be there. Right. So I feel like that, you know, it's a genuine type of relationship.
But I feel like you judge me a lot. I do. You're there for me, but then you be like,
but
I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't do that.
But that's my honesty. That's where my honesty comes in. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's cute, friend. I like your shirt. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be honest and tell you, no, that does not look cute on you. Or no, that hairstyle doesn't look cute on you. Like, I'm not going to be one of those friends that's like, oh, everything's cute on you. Or, oh, you should eat that. Or, oh. No, I'm being honest with you. So that you take that as judging, but I'm being honest.
I think you're rough.
Yeah.
In your honesty.
Yeah. Very blunt. Sorry.
Yeah. Taylor would be like, no, you look stupid. Don't wear that. I was just like, okay, well, I guess
I try to be soft, but at the same time, it's like, you want me to be fake? But I understand. Yeah. I am.
How did you know that we were true friends?
I knew we were true friends when we started hanging out outside of work. You get, you know, work friends and you like, oh, that's just somebody I hang out with at work. But we started hanging out with each other outside of work, and I was like, dang, like, okay, I actually like this girl. Like,
you know how I knew is my true friend? Okay, y'all, so I feel like I am a very different person, right? I feel like nobody listens to the same music that I do. Nobody watches like the same movies that I do. I just feel like every time I sing a song or something, people are always like, what are you singing? What is that? What are you doing? And one day we were working. And this song came on, Mariah Carey, Beautiful.
Yeah.
And like it came on, I was like, you're beautiful. And Taylor was like, I like.
Girl.
You know this song. Mm-hmm. And she knew the song, and then after that day, it was like every single song that came on that I knew that she was singing it. And it was like the songs that nobody else knew.
Yep, and it came to a point where we would have concerts, literally, like at work. Anytime a song comes on, nothing else, everything else we're ignoring. It's us two. We have our own concert.
Yes,
that's all that matters at that moment.
People will be walking past, like clapping for us, like, oh, look at y'all. Like we would be in our own world, not even working. That is really bad though.
Yeah.
But oh well. So you in particular have like a really busy schedule. Mm-hmm. And we had like a little, not falling out, we don't have falling out, but we do have a lot of disagreements. And I came to her, it was one particular week that every single day that week I had asked her to come and do something with me. Whether it was go to a party or go out to eat or just to hang out, just to come by my house and chill. And she told me no every single day that week.
Genuinely told her no.
And she was like, no. Like, I'm like, damn, like this girl just don't want to do nothing with me. She don't want to hang with me no more. Like, what is up? So one day I asked her again if she wanted to come do something. And of course she said no. So I said, you know what? I'm just not going to ask you to do nothing with me no more. I'm not asking you to come nowhere. I'm not going to ask you to hang out with me. I'm going to just stop asking. And so she was like, what? Like, why would you stop asking me to come hang out and do things and stuff like that? I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna waste my time keep asking you to come somewhere and you're gonna keep telling me no and turning me down. At what point do somebody say, well, I'm just not gonna ask you anymore? So how do you manage to balance friendships, school, work, and all of those things? Because you do make time for your friendships, and then it's sometimes that you do have where you're like, you know what, I just really want to be by myself today and I want to sleep.
Right.
Like, how do you manage that?
I have a planner. I invested in a planner, and ever since then, I literally put at a certain time on a certain date, Skotty.
Yes, she really does have a planner.
No,
a book.
but honestly, that also what like she said, there was a point that she was just like, I don't want to, like, I'm not gonna ask you to hang out anymore. And I don't want to say it hurt me, but it did hurt me because I didn't want her to think that, no, I don't want to hang out with you. But like Skotty said, I am a very busy person. I'm in school. I work 2 jobs for the most part. I'm involved in my school. So there's a lot of points in my life that I want to sleep because I don't get much sleep. So I had to learn to say no. And I feel like in a friendship, you have to understand that, oh, okay, she wants some time to herself. And Skotty eventually understood. That night, she was like, wow, I honestly realized, you know, that you saying no gives you freedom. And it really does. So, like I said, I have a planner. And I also, like, you understand how I need my freedom and how I need to say no. I understand, like, Skotty really likes hanging out with her friends. Skotty doesn't always like being alone. She likes hanging out. She likes, you know, listen to music, hanging out with her friends. She likes being around her friends genuinely. So like she understood me, I understood her. So I think we came into a balance with that and made that work. So.
Calling it quits in a friendship. It's hard to think about not being someone's friend anymore. It's a really big decision that you have to make in certain friendships. And I think you just have to identify what has gone too far that you have to say, I cannot be friends with this person anymore, and what you can actually work through and keep the friendship. Do you think it was ever a time that you didn't want to be my friend anymore?
Yes. I felt like you said, early on in our friendship, I realized how selfish Skotty was. And it got to the point where, okay, let me tell y'all, Skotty does this thing where you're trying to tell Skotty, when she's talking, she wants your full undivided attention.
Yes.
Don't be doing nothing, don't be drinking nothing, don't be breathing.
Don't breathe.
But when you're trying to tell Skotty something, she'll be Yeah. And it's like, Skotty, that's so selfish. Like, why? So it got to the point where I was like, she's so selfish. And at that point, I was like, I consider, you know, I didn't consider not being your friend, but I was like, ugh, like, I kind of wanted to back off. But then I realized I am also very, very, very selfish. And so I think that's where we just clashed at. When you didn't want to be my friend.
Wait, I'm laughing because that is so true, and it's really something that I have to work on. It's not that I'm not listening to you. I can tell you every single thing that you just said. Me saying, I don't know why I say that, but I hear what you say, but my response is, I don't know why. But that I do that, and you give me your attention because I demand it, and when I'm talking, so I need to work on that. You're right. I apologize. So yeah, guys, I think that you should sit down with your friends when you have disagreements on things, especially when you get to that point where you think you don't want to be someone's friend anymore. It's definitely a good idea to sit them down and tell them why you are thinking that. And it's okay to be honest with them and say, you know, I really think I don't really want to hang with you anymore because of this. I recently had a situation where I had to let go of a friend. It hurt me a lot. But it was a decision I had to make for myself because I couldn't keep feeling the way that I felt. Now, I did sit down with that person. I did sit down and talk about it multiple times. And I thought that everything was okay. But then the situation, the problem kept coming up. So I said, okay, let's cut it off and just be cordial. On the other hand, you might have friendships where you can sit down, y'all can talk about it, and then you move past it and get back to the friendship. So you have to sit down and decide, when you want to completely cut it off and when you say, okay, well,
whether the friendship is worth it.
Yeah, let's agree to disagree and move on from that.
And I think we're comfortable enough with each other. You have to be comfortable with your friendship. So I think we're comfortable enough with each other to be like, look, either you're going to get it together or we don't need to pursue this friendship any longer.
Right.
So, yeah.
Taylor and I work together currently, and I am her manager. So this is something that we not fall out, but have to go sit down and talk about a lot of times. So I guess this is all about friends and business. It's hard because, of course, when you're in a friendship with somebody, especially one of your best friends, y'all talk to each other all kinds of ways. You say bitch, girl, hoe, girl, let me tell you, you just talk to each other like however. You're comfortable with that person and you can say anything to them. You're not being professional. You're not being, you're not holding back anything. You're just being you because that's what you do with your friends. You be yourself.
Right.
Now, in a professional world, we all know you can be yourself in a professional world, but you also have to kind of tone down some of your personality traits.
And that is hard for us.
And that is hard for Taylor.
That's hard for us.
That's hard for Taylor. Because we have a group message at work. And a lot of times I have to call Taylor to the office and tell her, why did you put that in there? Why did you send this? Why did you say that back? If I ask something, why you gotta send a smart response back in the group message with all the other employees? That doesn't make any sense. That makes me look like you talking to me any kind of way as your manager. And we have to sit down and talk about this all the time. And she's like, well, I was just saying, what? But I'm like, Taylor, if you was at any other job, you would have never sent anything like that. You would have never said anything like that. You would not talk to your manager like that if it was any other job. So, what's your advice?
Get another job. That's just my. And honestly, Scott, I can't even deny what she said. It's absolutely right. Oh gosh, I realized that. I never could. I never had that switch in my head, and I still don't. Where she my friend right now, she my manager right now, she my friend right now, she my manager right now. So, and I still don't. So when there was one time as my manager, and we always have this little joke now. It's like, why you being my manager right now? Like she'll tell me something, and it's like, are you being my manager right now or my friend right now? Yeah. It's our little joke. But there was one time when it was like super busy, and I had to go somewhere because I was clocking out, and I had somewhere to go, and she had asked me to do something for her as my manager. And I was like, no. But this is when she first became my manager. I was like, no, like what?
No, I think did you clock out already?
Mm-hmm. I was leaving.
Oh, okay. But it was like, I don't know if we were short staffed or
it was just really, it was one of those
days. I think it was just really, really, really busy, and I'm not gonna lie,
we were stressed out. Yeah, we were all stressed out day.
because of how busy it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was around New Year's when everybody
yeah.
up. You know how people be New Year, new me, and you know all that. But it was super, super, super busy, and I was like, I'm in over my head. I got other staff here, they're helping out, but it's still not enough. It's still not enough of us. And then Taylor's about to leave, but we still need this done, and nobody else could go do it right now, but it needs to be done right now. So I was like, Taylor, can you go and do this for me? And she was like, no, I'm going home. I clocked out. I'm going. And I was like,
but I did it in front of a customer. And like I said, I was saying no to her as my friend. Like, as I would when I would talk to her like that anyway. So I didn't, in that setting, I realized that I was wrong to say no to her in such a way that we were in front of a customer. And I'm sure the customer was like, is that her manager?
No, the lady literally looked at us like,
yeah.
She just gonna tell her no, and she just gonna let her tell her that.
So basically, at that, I can't say at that point because that's stupid stuff. Anyway, at that point, I realized that I don't really want to work. I realized that I didn't want this job to jeopardize our friendship. But I got another job. But I also stayed. I'm still there. You know, she's still my manager, but I created a balance. I only worked there,
2-3 days out the week.
Once or 2 times, and we don't have that clash anymore.
Okay, so guys, I want to do a quote of the day. That is another one of my segments. I love saying the word segments. And my segment called Quote of the Day. My show. I'm gonna have another show. This is my idea for the next show. Anyway, sorry. The quote of the day is, those who don't jump will never fly. That is tattooed on my arm.
Oh, for real?
I live by that quote.
I know where all your tattoos at. Where that tattoo at?
You ain't no real friend.
I never seen that tattoo. Which one? Which arm? This arm?
Goodbye.
I know you got good, quiet confidence right here.
No, it's on this arm. That girl. Who is you? Who is you? Anyways, that
where my tattoos at?
You don't got none. Anyways, that quote means if you don't jump and take risks in life, you'll never be able to fly to your full potential. So I encourage each of you to take that risk. That thing that you've been thinking about a lot, that you've been thinking about planning, or you have been planning but you haven't finished planning it. That thing that you feel like you don't really have the right amount of money for just yet. Just do it. Start it. It's not gonna be perfect. When I started this show, I had the money for it, but I didn't have the money to be comfortable after. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it was like I only had enough to get it popping. And
like, you know how they be like, get a check, spend a check and get it right back? A check didn't come right back.
To the next 2 weeks. But but I did it. But I went for it. I did it. I wanted to paint this room. I didn't get to that yet. I said, hey, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna take that risk, and I'm gonna build it to how I want it to be, that perfect show that I want it to be when I can. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to wait and not take that risk and do it, and then let my dreams fall all apart. So I encourage you to take that risk, whatever it is that you feel you're scared to do or you don't really know how to do. Start planning it. Write it down. Get you a journal and write it down, and ask for your friends' advice and your parents and stuff like that, and see what they think. If they say something bad, don't talk to them ever again. Still do what you want to do. And yeah,
there you go.
And I got the idea from Jada Pinkett Smith Red Table Talk. When I saw her sitting down talking to her family and friends about everyday stuff, I'm like, man, that's cool. Like, I wanna, I have stuff that I like to talk about. I journal every single day, and I tell her all the time, I want to publish my journal one day because I want people to relate to what I'm talking about. So I was like, oh, I should do like a little couch talk show where I just talk about, different things that people can relate to. So I took that risk. Like I said, I didn't have all the money that I needed at the time. I just had
just enough. But I still took the risk, and I was sitting with Josh, my videographer, and I was talking to him, and I'm like, man, I'm just so nervous. What people gonna say? What people gonna do? And that's the reason why I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't put it out yet. Maybe I should. No, I'm not gonna do it. And he was like, man, look, you gotta do it for you. Like, don't worry about what people are gonna say. People are gonna say good things and bad things. You still have to do it for yourself. And once I put it out and I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put this out for myself. I'm gonna do it for myself because this is what I love to do. Even if I get one view, which will probably be Taylor. I mean, that one view, it really doesn't matter because I did it for myself. And that's a risk that I took. And
it makes you happy.
Yeah, and I know that God was with me, and I know that He wouldn't let me fail with anything that I take risks for, because that's what He wants us to do, take risks in life and just trust and believe that He's going to have our back and make sure we don't fall. So those who don't jump will never fly. And, do you have any other last comments, questions, concerns? And what did you take from this episode?
From this episode, I took that you are still selfish. What did I do? Y'all, when the camera was off, I was trying to tell her something again, and she was on her phone and she was doing that little thing, but she was just,
But then I answered your question, right? I told you I was just say, it's just a response.
Anyway, I don't really have any comments or anything. I'm just very proud of my friend. Like, I am genuinely proud of you that you did this. Cause girl, you doing this is how you have an idea and you don't just sit there and think about it. You actually go and do it. She's so goofy.
Anyways, thank you, Franny.
You're welcome.
And let me tell y'all, I come up with a million ideas a day. I change my mind every single hour, and this is one thing that I was like, no, I'm doing it. I have it in my head. I have the ideas in my head, and I'm doing it.
I be still like, you gonna do that other thing? Did you?
Yeah, because I have like 10 million things that I want to do in life, but this, I was like, no, I gotta get it started now. I did it. Like I said, I took that risk, and you can too. So thank you again for watching another episode of Couch Talks with Skotty. Taylor, say bye to the people. Bye to the people.
Sorry about that story, okay?
Yeah, get on her because I sure did. Anyways, thank y'all again. Make sure you follow all of my social media and watch, like, comment, and subscribe.
Follow me on Instagram.
No. Bye.